Hey Karen, how's it going?
Hey Steve, we're having an interesting couple of weeks, last couple of weeks.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. This is, I don't know. Yeah, no, okay, I'm gonna say it's bothering me and pissing me off because this trend has been going on for, I don't want to say a good 5 years, and it just is getting worse and worse. And you and I found this
We,
out as well
yeah,
firsthand, but we've heard it from so many other coaches, consultants, speakers, authors, you name it, business owners who are putting themselves out there. And that's, I'm going to call them the false, self-imposed gurus.
and some of them are so good. We actually got caught by one.
We got caught by one. And here's the bad thing, folks. We're going to say this. We vetted them.
Oh God, we vetted them. We did. So they can even be fully vetted and still screw things up.
Well, we went with him because of who he has worked with in the past, and we knew all those people,
Hmm.
and they praised him. So we said, let's go with him.
Yeah, worst mistake of our lives. Well, our tea and coffee business life.
Yeah. And we should tell people we were planning a summit, so we hired someone to do some of the back end stuff that they are the guru on. For those of you listening to us, I'm doing my air quotes. And they've done it so many times over, and they're in such high demand, and people want them all the time to help them with their conferences and their summits, yada, yada, yada. And he has it
Yeah,
down to a science.
yeah. And I want to put this out there because I'm going to admit things straight off the bat. Is the first time we tried to do work with them, the fault landed on us, but
Yeah,
we changed it the last minute. We changed it. We made that decision because it was that week. I mean, you found out you had to move just a couple of weeks before you had to move,
right.
and everything just went poof, poof. So we
Yeah,
readjusted the timeline. That was on us
that was
because
on
we
us.
knew we couldn't give you what you needed, either as a speaker or someone who would get some benefit from this, if we were trying to do it with Steve balancing a moving box on his head. That would
Right.
have gone like completely off the center.
Trying to find a place to move.
Yeah. So let's own that straight off the first.
Yeah. So we said we'll redo it, and we gave him new dates. It fit in his timeline and his schedule and everything else. We're like, great. We came up with a timeline of certain things that had to be done. And we even detailed, you do, we
Well,
do.
no, let's. I want
Yeah.
to clarify that we didn't detail it; they did.
Yeah. And it was a workable timeline for
Hmm.
all of us.
Yes.
But we also define who does what.
Hmm.
We heard over
Yeah.
and over the same story. We do that. We do that. We do that. We do that. Not as in Karen and I, they take care of it. So Karen and I, take a step back.
Yeah. We can
Yay,
focus
it's
on our
off our plate.
presentations. We can talk on making this great for people, and we're hosting it.
Right. So Karen and I, being Karen and I, we still did those things and put it in a file just in case. Because that's the way Karen and I operate. We always have a
Mhm.
backup. So we're going down the road. We're hitting the timelines.
And then getting text. Well, no, we're getting emails followed by a text within what 5, 6 minutes.
Email, bam, text, bam, phone call.
Yeah, with not very nice things being said.
No, they kept threatening us. And we're on our timeline only to find out everything they said they would take care of ended up being for Karen and I to take care of.
Yeah, it was like, what was one of them? You haven't forwarded the domain, and it's like, so we. I was like, here's the email from 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and you were
I
like, let
forward.
me copy on the email from 2 weeks ago where we did that.
Yeah. And remember, this is a guru who's done this over and over.
We're not going to name names, but
No.
we do have receipts.
So we were going down the line and just following the timeline. And then as everything's going, they're not doing everything they said. So we said, we have this in the can. It's ready to go. We'll just give it to you. And they told us flat out, No, we got it. And then a week later, here it is.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything we discussed, not even in the ballpark.
Mm. And then I started to get messages because I wanted to connect with all these new speakers because some of them looked
Right.
really cool and awesome.
Unbelievable.
And I'm like connecting with them, just like, hey, I'm so excited you're going to be on our summit. Da, 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 da. And the messages I was getting like, well, I haven't had a confirmation that I'm speaking. I don't know when I'm speaking. I haven't had swipe copy. And I'm like, whoa, 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 well, let me you figure this out for you because we got told all this was done.
Hmm.
One of our speakers actually thought that the call I put on with them days before the summit was just my standard operating procedure. And then afterwards quickly realized that because everyone else had dropped the ball, I was trying to rescue with like 40 hours of calls the week before the summit.
And we were continually we were asking questions, getting stonewalled, delayed
Mm-hmm.
response, and we were told, and I quote, we have it all handled. It's been done. When in fact, the reality was it has not.
Yes. And every time they wanted something, they'd email us, text right away and say, if you don't get us this right now, we're canceling.
On every, that was the whole process on everything. Even though they've received it, they threatened to cancel it every single time they sent an email, a text, and a voice message.
Yeah. And some of them were like at 5 a.m.
Yes, on a weekend.
Yeah, I know because I turn my phone off and you'd be like, I'm getting messages. And I open my phone. Didn't even, shit, that was 2 hours ago.
Yeah, luckily I'm up at that hour. But that the point is, there's more than like what our experience. And we've talked to so many speakers and so many other people who put on events and summits, all types of even networking groups. And they brought in someone to help out. And they go, I brought in an expert and they just dropped the ball. We have heard so many horror stories. So we thought, oh, it's not going to happen to us. And
We
it,
vetted the person. We questioned multiple people that dealt with this person.
but I think one of the big things, there's a lot of them out there. And it's not
Yeah.
just for like conferences and summits like in our situation that we're using right here. It
Yeah.
also goes for, well, marketing,
Hmm.
media, PR,
Yeah.
mailing lists, and the list goes
Oh
on and
God, the
on.
mailing list. Can I share I'm not going to mention the company, but I have to share something about mailing lists. I was doing the marketing for a particular organization. So I had the entire list of their members. I knew how many members were there. I knew their demographics. I knew what they wanted from the organization. I knew all that, right, Steve?
Mhm.
And I would get these requests. Would you like to buy a mailing list from this organization? And they put like 5 times the number of people on their mailing list that were members. Then they were like, well, we can send you an example. I'm like, sure, send me the example. Absolutely no one connected with the organization. And had not been connected with the organization in what, a decade?
There was none of, I mean, somewhere, none at all, never.
So never. And so, yes, you have to vet all these things because there tend to be a lot of BS.
But we're seeing it more and more. We're seeing it on social media. We're seeing it through our contacts, our networking, and we're hearing the stories from other businesses. I got
Mhm.
taken because I had brought in an expert to do X. They dropped the ball or they decided to do their own thing and screw me.
Yeah. And the other one I can see a lot on social media. And I had someone working with me and I told them, do not do this or I will not work with you again. I no longer work with them. They went and bought 1,000 YouTube followers. And I'm like, nope, I do not operate that way. I will, because those are bots, they're fake accounts, and they can actually have you lose your social media account that you may have been building for a while. So I refuse to be anything to do with that. So they voided my contract right there and then with doing that.
So, using our example, we had an agreement.
Mhm.
It was a contract
Yeah.
detailing it out. And then when we brought up, this is what you said you would do, and you didn't do it, we never heard back. To this
Yes.
day, Karen and I have not heard back from them at all.
Yeah.
But what we're looking, so like, we're giving you the warning from our
Yeah.
own lesson.
And how long have you been in business, Steve? Because I've been in business now about a decade.
Couple decades,
So we've got at least 3 decades
three
between us,
decades.
right? And we're really good at smelling the bullshit.
Yeah.
We've had calls where we've been texting underneath the computer going, I smell some BS. And we were right. We're really good at vetting because we've been there, done it, got the t-shirt. We didn't catch this one.
No,
Some of them are good.
they're good. And they're gonna get you too eventually. But how we learned a few things. Like,
Yes.
so we're gonna do another summit. It's gonna be done our way. We actually have a clear cut focus. We
Well,
control the materials.
we've actually got 2 summits planned, Steve, because
Yes,
someone else stepped forward who does this and was like, I am so sorry. I thought
right.
you guys were doing this all by yourself and all these were a mistake because you were brand new. He thought we were brand new in business. And as soon as he realized it was a professional, he's like, I normally charge, but I'm taking care of you because we need to show that charlatan up.
Yep.
So we're going to do one with him and one by ourselves because I want to see how a professional actually does it. We can
Absolutely.
learn.
And
We
they're
can learn.
going to be completely different kind of summits.
Yeah.
That's going to be the fun of it.
Yes.
And the person Karen's just talking about, okay, I know almost everyone he has worked with, and they can't stop raving about him. And not only raving about him, they try to book him again, and they can't get him back for at least another year and a half because he's booked out. So these people are not only getting him once, they're doing multiple with him. So
Yeah.
there must be something good here.
And then I'm personal friends with him now on some of the platforms,
Yeah.
and he posted something this week. And I would literally, I know we just met, but I now respect you 10 times more
Yeah.
because of the integrity and ethics that he was sharing. I was like, damn, okay, this guy's good.
And here's the catch. He does not, he is not a self-proclaimed guru.
Oh,
He refuses to even use that terminology. He hates it. He's like, listen, I'm just doing the best I can for my clients.
yeah. That's why we don't call ourselves guru. We say, hey, we learn a lot because we went through a lot. We
Yeah,
screwed up a lot. Let's teach you from what we fucked up.
like today's episode.
Oh,
But we're trying to give you the warnings that this does happen.
yeah.
And we actually talked to some very big names in the speaking world, coaching world, I want to say summits, conferences, and guess what? They all have the exact same stories.
Yes.
And they're good at what they do. And they're good at smelling this and vetting people. And they go, every once in a blue moon, one slips through. And I
Yeah.
didn't have a flag come up.
And I think to wrap this up, let's give them some actual flags to look for.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the first flag is if it sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this guy, all we had to do was give them a list
Yeah.
and send an email with copying them on the list. That's all we had to do. Nothing, we literally had to do nothing else. And that was stressed was 1,001 times.
Yeah. We had to send them like 3 or 4 things. And we had that already
Mm-hmm.
before we had the conversation with them.
Yeah. And it just sounded too good to be true. And I know we had this conversation after that first talk. And see, what do they really get from this? This sounds too good to. We even had that conversation. This
Yeah.
sounds too good to be true.
So,
And it was, but this person's used them, and this person's used them, and this, and it
right.
worked out.
And we called them. We called some of the people that work with him
Yeah,
and they praised him. And it's
yeah.
like, have you worked with him since? And all a resounding only one and done. And we didn't catch that.
That one and done is what should have flagged
Triggered
us.
it.
But they said because he was so busy, they couldn't get in on him again.
Right. And we found out that was not the case. And then delays. Here was another flag that we did not see. Delaying. They were supposed to
Mhm.
come up with the agreement of everything we discussed. We finally, after multiple of me emailing, texting, calling about the agreement, we finally get it, and it did not have everything we discussed.
And we had to send corrections.
A lot of corrections and more delays. So, of course, that changes the timelines because now they're delaying everything.
Yeah.
And they had an
And
excuse for almost everything.
I'm going to say I'm one of these people that I can understand some delays because I get life
Mhm.
happens. These people are human.
Right.
So if
We all
something
get
had
it.
happened once, like we had to delay because you found out they were practically tripling your rent, and you're like, oh, hell no.
Right.
So yeah, human things happen, but this wasn't just one delay. It was delay after delay after delay after pivot after delay.
Exactly. So the signs were there, and we were like, well, but all these people used them, and we vetted it. And now we're in it. We're
Yeah,
in it. We are at the point of no return.
yeah.
We're beyond that line.
I'm going to give you another red flag. If after you've set up with the main person, the only person they want you to deal with is an out of country VA and they really have no idea what's going on. I have VAs all around the world. I have them globally because my clients speak different languages and I need some of that language help.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, if my VAs ever did anything and didn't tell my executive or myself what was going on, they wouldn't be my VA anymore.
Right.
It felt like that person's didn't communicate anything. So make sure there's communication. That's another red flag.
Another thing is time putting something in the agreement. If you don't execute this, the agreement is done.
Mm-hmm.
So they put it in for us, but we had everything done. We didn't have
And
it on them.
yeah, we did not have it on them. And so hence why we're not saying names, but we're telling you the truth of the story.
Yeah,
And I'll block out names with receipts if I have to.
absolutely.
So if there's no accountability on that side and your side, red flag.
Right. It
Any
should be
other red
almost a
flags?
joint venture partnership in a way.
Agreed.
And that's what we all went in there assuming until we're not getting the communication. And then all we're getting is threats that we're not providing what they needed. And we already have provided them multiple times.
Yeah, I think I was starting to lose my temper a little bit when we kept having to forward them emails that we'd already sent them from weeks prior.
Right.
Oh, well, let's bump that email back up to the top of your box. Oh, look, this is where your assistant responded to that email saying they'd got it, but we were being told we hadn't sent it.
No, I'm just thinking back, we did have a life learning lesson here and we did pivot and more better things came out of it. We learned, we
We
definitely
learned,
learned a
absolutely.
lot, but we never got an apology. In
No, we never did.
fact, we haven't
I've
heard
apologized.
back.
I've apologized to a lot of the speakers that I've spoken
We,
to
yeah,
personally.
yeah, that we have apologized to the presenters because they took the time out to fill out an application, to put a nice VIP gift in, to take time out of their schedule to attend the summit and provide their knowledge to help people.
Yeah.
And we had to cancel all of it.
Well, technically we didn't, they did. Because
Yeah,
it wasn't even like, oh, well, let's go ahead and do this. There was also we didn't get to pick up because we had a speaker application, but we didn't get to actually approve any of our speakers.
and that was in our agreement that we approved the speakers and they just approved them.
Yeah. And there was no approval process, there was no vetting process. And yeah, we learned a lot, Steve.
Yeah, we actually did. But our next summit,
Yes.
because we had all our materials ready to go and we had our vision. We knew the outcome and we actually picked who we want as presenters because we've seen them, we've worked with them, we've been on stage with them. I mean, we have some unbelievable presenters coming at the next.
Yeah.
And they have great gifts. They're going to share so much great knowledge to really help businesses, well, get shit done. Stop
Yeah.
screwing around. Move forward.
And we have deadlines because we haven't opened the speak. We'll be opening the speakers, and by the time it says, we'll probably opened it. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We record in advance because we're prepared.
Yeah.
We've given them strict deadlines. Like you will know if you are a speaker at the summit by this date. You will have your copy by this date. This is when speakers' office hours are. All that's already booked and on the calendar. We're not
Absolutely.
playing around
No,
because people's time is valuable.
absolutely. And for some of the presenters that we're getting, their caliber is so high and they're demand is off the chart. So they are very particular about which summit conferences, events that they're going to be presenting at because they deliver so much value every time.
Yeah.
And they really, really care. So we're not
Yeah.
getting charlatans, the fake gurus, uh,
Yeah.
the self-proclaimed experts. These are people
Someone's going
who,
to pitch you for an hour and a half
right.
and not
Oh,
teach you anything. Oh, God, no.
great point. It's a zero pitch. They can pitch their free thing, just mention it, but not 45 minutes of pitch. It's 45 minutes of delivering stuff and action items to get you to move forward in
Yeah.
your business.
Yeah. They're basically, we're giving them a 2 minute limit on any pitching in that 45 minutes. And we're telling them we want them to pitch their free
Free
or the
offer.
VIP offer that they've offered for the summit.
Mhm.
Because you're going there to learn, not to be pitched at.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we learned a lot, Steve, and I think admitting that we were gullible for this. We fell
Absolutely.
for this. We fell for this. 30 years of experience, and we fell for this hook, line, and sinker. We're still being professional and not naming names, but we're telling you our truth because the one thing that happened is how they dealt with it at the end they made it look like it was all on us, not on them,
Yeah.
which it wasn't.
And we've talked to, I think, almost all the speakers we knew,
Mm-hmm.
apologized to them, and they understood what the whole situation was. And then we did the quick invite to the next one. And I think all of them said yes that we invited
I think there was a couple that were out of country at
out of
that
the
time.
country at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were like there was some form of mastermind going on
Conference.
in Greece and stuff like
Yes.
that. But
But
that's the thing.
that's the caliber of people we're going to be bringing into the summit. I mean, these people, yet there's two that we wanted, we couldn't get. Their calendar's so booked all through almost all of 27. They're at a conference right now and they're the keynotes, and they were in demand 2 years ago. They had to book it.
What about the one that we actually invited? Said everything got sent, and they messaged us the week before saying, "I didn't get my confirmation. Am I speaking?" And they said, "Oh well, we booked it already." And the caliber of this person was so high, and they basically told them to go stuff themselves
Yep.
because they dropped the ball.
Yeah. And we're definitely going to bring that person back because for them to present, it's tough to get on their calendar, and I kid you not, they will deliver such great content for you. And they
Yeah,
are unbelievable presenters.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
And I know it's like we've been pitching this summit for the last 10 minutes, but we really want you to know that we wanted this to be something for you to learn from. We didn't
Yeah.
want it to be something that you paid for because we're going to have free tickets. We're going to have a VIP option, which is not going to be expensive at all.
No.
But even if you just came to the free, you'd win. But more than that, we wanted to tell our story so you understood. You don't have to be brand new in business, be hoodwinked by one of these people.
Absolutely. We're saying do your due diligence is the best possible way. Follow up. Don't take someone's word that they work for these people. Contact those people. We did.
Yeah, we did. That one and done should have been a major red flag.
Right.
It
We're,
wasn't. We learned.
we learned.
Well, let us know if you ever been got by some form of guru that promised you one thing but never came close. I can guarantee there's way more of them than
Oh,
we
yeah.
even imagine, and I can see through them within minutes now. Just most of the time.
Yeah. My favorite that I hear so much from businesses, we're going to get you leads.
God, yeah. Oh, that just reminds me, like
So,
guaranteed 3 leads per meeting. It was
yeah.
random phone numbers out of their phone. That's
Yeah.
not a lead. That's a cold call. I can do
Yeah.
that by Googling business names.
Yeah. So don't fall
Yeah,
for those because
yeah.
I get at least 8 to 10 a day, easy. So,
The SEO ones, there's so many.
right, so
Trust your
many.
gut.
But
Trust your
please,
gut.
folks, and I want to hear from you. Have you ever been taken by one of these people? Doesn't and give us a little scenario by it. Well, what was it?
No names. No
No
names.
names, no names. Just the scenario. So free leads. I was promised, I'd get 8 to 10 leads, and I call and they're all disconnected numbers. Well, they provided 8 to 10 leads, like they said.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't real.
Yeah.
But we want to hear those horror stories. And what did you learn from it?
Yes. The learning is often the best part, but also the hardest.
Yes. Admitting when it was all done, Karen and I got together. Here's how we're going to take care of it from this point forward. We talked about our lessons and how can we move forward from it and use what we learned.
Yes, exactly.
So
So,
let's hear those comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. And if someone else, probably this happened to someone you probably know, share this episode with them.
so yeah, share this episode. Let them know they're not alone, but it can be prevented.
Yes.
All right.
Great. Until next time, let's say
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us on the Tea and Coffee Hub podcast today. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation and it left you inspired, equipped, and ready to take your next step, whether that's in life, business, or maybe both.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future episodes and connect with us online and in person. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Until next time,
Keep sipping,
keep growing,
take action,
and stop making excuses.